For this experiment, one must wear goggles, closed-toe shoes, pants, and may dispose of materials in the waste bin and sink. Materials include lab notebook to record measurements, a 10 ml Moore pipette, 50 ml beaker, a pipette bulb, a sample of blue water, and a scale to measure mass. It is important to clean all materials before starting to decrease the chance of contamination. Make sure to measure and record the mass of the empty 50 ml beaker before starting. Place tip of Moore pipette into liquid. Squeeze pipette bulb, put bulb on top of pipette and release to desired amount, and quickly plug top of pipette with finger to hold the liquid. To measure volume, get down to eye level and read just below the meniscus, which is the curved part of the water line. Release desired amount into 50 ml beaker. Then again record the volume according to the bottom of the meniscus. Next, use the scale to measure the mass of the beaker and water and record data. To find the mass of the water, subtract the mass of the beaker plus water and mass of the beaker, which is 2.26 grams. To find the displaced volume, subtract the final volume and the initial volume, which is 2.13 milliliters. We want to calculate density, which can be found by dividing mass 2.26 grams by volume 2.13 milliliters to get 1.07 grams per milliliter.
Clean out beaker from previous trial. Make sure to measure and record the mass of the empty 50 milliliter beaker before starting. Place tip of Moore pipette into liquid, squeeze pipette bulb. Put bulb on top of pipette and release to desired amount and quickly plug top of pipette with finger to hold the liquid. For an accurate measure of volume, get down to eye level and read just below the meniscus. Release desired amount into 50 milliliter beaker. Then again record the volume according to the bottom of the meniscus. Making sure the doors are shut, tear the scale, then place the beaker on the scale and record data. To find the mass of the water, subtract the mass of the beaker from the mass of the beaker plus the water, which is 1.83 grams. To find the displaced volume, subtract the initial volume from the final volume, which is 1.74 milliliters. We want to calculate density, which can be found by dividing mass 1.83 grams by volume 1.74 milliliters to get 1.06 grams per milliliter.
Remember to clean out beaker from previous trial. Also make sure to measure and record the mass of the empty 50 milliliter beaker before starting. Place tip of Moore pipette into liquid, squeeze bulb, put bulb on top of the pipette and release to desired amount, and quickly plug the top of the pipette with finger to hold the liquid. For an accurate measurement of volume, get down at eye level and read just below the meniscus. After releasing some liquid into the beaker, record the final volume. Next, record the mass of the beaker and the water and record your data. To find the displaced volume of the liquid, subtract the mass of the beaker and water and the mass of the beaker to get 1.81 grams. To find the change in volume, subtract the initial volume and the final volume to get 1.70 milliliters. We want to find density, so divide 1.81 grams by 1.70 milliliters to get 1.07 grams per milliliter. From our calculations, we can conclude that our results using the sugar solution are both precise and accurate, considering the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter.